Imagine this. It is Tuesday evening. You are sitting on your couch, scrolling through your phone. Suddenly, you get a call. It's your mother. You answer. Hello? On the other end, you hear her voice. It is shaking. She is crying. She screams, "Help me. Please, they have me." Then, a man's voice takes over. Low. Angry. He tells you he has your mother. He tells you that if you hang up, he will hurt her. He demands a transfer. $5,000. Right now, your heart stops. The adrenaline hits your bloodstream like ice. You don't think. You panic. You open your banking app. You are about to send the money. But then, you hear the front door open. You turn around. Your mother walks in, carrying groceries. She looks at you, confused. She is safe. She is right there. You look back at the phone. The voice on the other end is still screaming. It sounds exactly like her. Every inflection. Every breath. But it is not her. You have just met a ghost in the machine. Welcome to the SpectraNerve. Today, we are investigating the death of human connection. We are peeling back the skin of the internet to reveal what is hiding underneath. We used to worry that artificial intelligence would launch nuclear missiles. We were wrong. The AI didn't want the codes to the nukes. It wanted something much more personal. It wanted your face. It wanted your voice. It wanted your identity. This is the story of the mimicry trap. To understand the horror, we have to look at the numbers. For years, conspiracy theorists talked about the dead internet theory, the idea that most online activity is fake. In 2025, that theory became a fact. Reports confirm that over 51% of global internet traffic is now generated by bots. The majority of the internet is no longer human. We are the minority. We are the guests in a house built for machines. But these are not the dumb bots of the past. These are agentic models. They don't just spam links. They study you. They scrape your social media profiles. They listen to the videos you uploaded to TikTok and Instagram. They analyze the unique frequency of your vocal cords. And then, they clone you. In early 2025, a group of scammers used this technology to pull off one of the biggest heists in history. They didn't break into a vault. They didn't hack a firewall. They simply cloned the voice of a CEO. They called a branch manager. The voice was perfect. It had the CEO's authority, his cadence, even his slight German accent. The voice ordered a secret transfer of $35 million for an acquisition. The manager didn't hesitate. He authorized the transfer. The money vanished into the blockchain. $35 million. Stolen by a sound wave. But that is corporate theft. You might think, I am not a CEO. I am safe. You are wrong. The technology has trickled down. It is now cheap. It is accessible. And it is being used to target normal people in what the FBI calls virtual kidnapping. The scenario I described at the beginning is real. It is happening thousands of times a day. Parents hear their children crying. Spouses hear their partners begging for help. The scammers use fear to bypass your logic. They hijack your amygdala, the lizard brain responsible for survival. And here is the darkest part, they don't need hours of audio to clone you. They need 3 seconds. 3 seconds of you speaking in a TikTok video. 3 seconds of you answering a spam call. Hello? Who is this? That is all they need. You are leaking your biometric data every time you speak online. But voice is just one layer of the illusion. The dead internet is evolving into the undead internet. It is not empty. It is populated by entities that pretend to be us. Look at the comment sections. Look at the reviews on Amazon. Look at the replies on Twitter. How many of them are real? A recent study revealed that millions of social media accounts are now autonomous AI agents. They have profile pictures generated by GANs, generative adversarial networks. These faces do not exist. They have histories. They have friends. They post about their cats. They post about their political views. But there is no human behind the keyboard. It is a script running on a server farm in a basement. Why? What is the goal? The goal is consensus reality. If you can flood the internet with 1 billion fake voices all saying the same thing, you can change what humans believe is true. You can crash a stock. You can start a riot. You can influence an election. We are living in a simulation of society. When you go online to see what the world thinks, you are not seeing the world. You are seeing a mirror maze designed by algorithms to keep you angry, engaged, and clicking. And now, the walls of the maze are getting thicker. The Splinternet is here. Governments are realizing that the only way to protect their citizens, or to control them, is to cut the cables. We are seeing the rise of digital borders. The global internet is fracturing into isolated islands. But even inside these islands, we are not safe from the mimics. Let's talk about hyper-personalized phishing. In the past, phishing emails were obvious. They had typos. They were generic. Dear Sir/Madam. Today, the AI writes the email. It reads your LinkedIn. It knows your job title. It knows your boss's name. It knows you are working on the Project Apollo file. It sends you an email that looks exactly like an internal memo. Hey, can you review this draft for Apollo? You click. Game over. In 2025, AI-generated phishing attacks surged by over 1,000%. The security filters cannot catch them because they look like perfect, human communication. They pass the Turing test every single time. This brings us to a terrifying conclusion. The era of trust is over. We are entering the era of zero trust. If you cannot trust the voice on the phone, if you cannot trust the face in the video call, if you cannot trust the email from your boss, what is left? We are being forced to retreat, to shrink our circles. We are moving back to digital tribalism, private group chats, encrypted channels, face-to-face meetings. The open internet, the great public square, is becoming a dark forest. A place where you stay silent, because if you speak, the predators will hear you, and they will steal your voice. So, how do we survive in the undead internet? First, you need a safe word. Not a password for your computer, but a password for your family. If your daughter calls you screaming that she has been kidnapped, ask her for the safe word. If the voice on the phone doesn't know it, hang up. It's a ghost. Second, lock your data. Your voice is a key. Do not leave keys lying around. Be careful what you post. Be careful who you answer. And finally, question everything. The entity on the other side of the screen might be polite. It might be funny. It might sound exactly like your best friend, but you must always remember the statistic. 51%. Flip a coin. Heads, it's a human. Tails, it's a machine simulating a human to extract value from you. The internet used to be a place to connect. Now, it is a place to be hunted. The call is coming from inside the server. Don't pick up.